Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I am very excited to be presenting tonight. My name is Jasmine Taberge. I am a restorative dental hygienist, and I found out about Max International 15 years ago, and I'm going to encourage every single one of you for the next 20 minutes to pay close attention because what my partner and I, another health advocate, Allison, and I, she's going to introduce herself in a minute, will be sharing with you will be probably one of the most important health and wellness breakthroughs you're going to find out about. It'll make a difference in your life and in the lives of all of those people near and dear to your heart. So Allison, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Allison from Burlington, Ontario. I have been with Max for several years. I am loving the products, and I'm happy to co-host this presentation with my dear friend and colleague, Jasmine. Thank you.
Wonderful. So as it says here, Max International is the glutathione company, and we're going to share with you what this is all about. So like I said, pay close attention. Go ahead, Allison.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's start with our health, everyone. So, unfortunately, most people in the world today are exposed to high levels of pollution and toxins. They suffer from high stress, poor diets, and a lack of sleep. And these issues are not helping with our health. Deaths from non infectious diseases continue to rise in our world today. According to the World Health Organization, the top two causes of death worldwide are heart disease and stroke. Kidney disease and others add to the leading cause of death globally. These trends definitely show us that there are health challenges in our world today. Taking care of our health is so critical. Health is wealth. We've all heard the saying, and taking good care of our bodies is a basic foundation for creating significant change in our lives.
Absolutely. And what keeps us healthy, and the most important thing to keep ourselves healthy, is a molecule called glutathione. And it all has to do with oxidative stress. And when you look at this apple, for example, if you cut an apple and it turns brown, that's because it's exposed to oxygen and this starts to spoil. Same thing happens with our cells. If we don't have enough glutathione, our cells get bombarded with oxidative stress and the cell starts to get destroyed. And if we don't have healthy cells, we can't be healthy. So this is, we're going to be talking about cellular health. It all depends on that.
That is right. And it's glutathione that keeps our cells healthy. After food, water, and oxygen being the fourth, that everything that the cell needs to survive is glutathione.
Absolutely. And so the question is, can you share with us, Allison, what is glutathione?
I can, Jasmine. So glutathione, it's our body's master antioxidant. We produce it naturally in every cell in our bodies. It's our body's natural defense against toxins, pollutions, and even more. Every day, there are thousands of attacks on our cells. It is glutathione that protects us against these attacks. So, without optimal levels of glutathione, our cells cannot stay healthy. And we know that if our cells are not healthy, then our bodies cannot be healthy.
Absolutely, you said it. So some of the benefits of glutathione. So we've heard this word, and for those of you that don't know what glutathione is, let's now share with you all the benefits. So it strengthens our immune system. As I said, it gets rid of the free radicals. It reduces inflammation, and 97% of everything that goes wrong with our health starts with inflammation. It slows down aging. I think everybody wants that. I think that's really important for people today more than ever. It promotes energy. One of the things that we notice that as soon as you start taking our supplements, the first thing you're going to notice is you're going to have more energy. The second thing you're going to notice is that you're going to sleep better. One of the other things is mental focus and clarity. That's another thing. People are remembering things. Apparently, I didn't know this until a few years ago, that in total, people spend something like over a year, if you add up all the time, over the year of the course of their lifetime looking for their keys. Like, so people just don't know where they place things. So that kind of stuff. And that's just a little thing, or when you go to the grocery store. But a big thing is that if they're students, they're finding out that they're really doing well, they're excelling in school. As we're aging and all the different health issues that happen with losing our memory, that is now sharp, and it's amazing to feel like you're 20 years younger than you are because of all these benefits, and improves performance. So whether that performance is in the bedroom or the boardroom or even in the bedroom, wherever it is, you're going to see that you're just going to have more energy, and whatever you do, you're going to excel at. So those are some of the benefits of having higher levels of glutathione.
That is so true, Jasmine. However, there is a bit of bad news with glutathione. From about the age of 20, our glutathione levels start to go down naturally, just due to our aging process. We usually lose about 10 to 15% of our glutathione levels every decade. So you can see that by the time we are in our 40s and 50s and above, our glutathione levels are not anywhere near the same as when they were in their 20s. So it's not surprising that we start to hear about health issues, lack of energy, aches and pains, even trouble sleeping, and so many other complaints as we see people getting older.
Absolutely true. So what causes us to lose glutathione? There's many factors. A lot of it is poor diet. There's so many people today that eat fast food, and that's unfortunately the bulk of their diet and nutrition. So it's poor diet. Not only is it the fact that they're doing that where people are eating fast food, the food that we're actually getting isn't as nutritious as what it used to be. And if you just think about all the pesticides and things that are put on our food, genetically modified food, that's just unbelievable, the damage that that does. When they do that, to make a genetically modified, say for example, an apple, they radiate the seeds. So they radiate these seeds so that the strongest part of the apple survives, but now you're eating seeds that have and apples that have radiation in them. And the other thing is that you can't take a seed from a genetically modified apple and plant it. It will not grow another tree. So we're just not getting the nutrients. And today you have to eat 69 peaches to get the vitamin C of one peach back in the 60s. So that's one of the problems, is just our nutrition. If people consume a lot of alcohol, that depletes our glutathione. Stress, who doesn't have stress? Their lives are busy, they're crazy, they're hectic, people are commuting, and we are taking on so much. So that stress is also cause of losing glutathione. Drugs, whether they're prescription or non-prescription, that's also depleting it. Pollution, and it is all to do with the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. So that's how we deplete our glutathione. So unfortunately, it's our reality today.
Now, to add to what just referenced and said, in fact, there are over 74 diseases and health challenges associated with low glutathione. Diabetes, hypertension, stroke, arthritis, kidney disease, and so many more are just a few of the health challenges associated with low glutathione.
Yes. And so we have challenges with raising glutathione. So how can we raise glutathione? That's a big question now that everybody's asking. There's so much research that's happening with it. And so people say, okay, if glutathione is so important, why don't I just go to the health food store and buy some glutathione? Well, you can, and it is available, but that glutathione, when you ingest it, because it's a large molecule and it's a fragile molecule, when it passes through your GI tract or through your stomach, it's so fragile that it gets broken down. And it's also, like I said, a large molecule. So you have this large molecule that can't pass into this little opening in the cell membrane. By buying glutathione off the shelf, you have a 3% increase of glutathione within your cells. The products that we have, it's called bioavailability. So it's available within our cells. You're going to have a 300 to 500% increase in glutathione in 3 months in 20 trillion cells of your body. And we can prove that through blood work. So whether you take it in a capsule form, it's not effective. You can do, it's very, very popular now, especially in Hollywood, to take intravenous glutathione because it's anti-aging and people want to look young. There's two factors that are not positive about that. One is that it's very, very expensive. And two is that you have to sit for hours on this IV drip and it doesn't last long. So you're going to be spending hundreds of dollars and you have to go in every couple of days because it's dissipated. So we've got a solution. So maybe you can share some of that with us, Allison.
Yes, thank you, Jasmine. So our solution with Max International is called RiboCeine. RiboCeine is a breakthrough science that raises glutathione within the cells. It's a combination of D-ribose and L-cysteine. The ribose is a simple sugar we use to make energy, and cysteine, L-cysteine, is an amino acid that we need as one of the key components to make glutathione. The ribose protects the cysteine, So that means it's getting into the cell intact, where the ribose will now produce energy, and then the cysteine is available to make glutathione.
That's our great invention. And this is the man that's responsible for it all, Dr. Herbert Nagasawa. He's the one that came up with this compound called RiboCeine. And he was teaching in the universities. He has over 45 years of professorship in medicinal chemistry, 25 years of research specifically on this compound called RiboCeine. And we have now 55 peer-reviewed studies. For those of you that aren't in the world of medicine, a peer-reviewed study is the highest standard that if somebody has a discovery and they prove it and they do a clinical study and they say, yes, this actually does what it says it does, now you have to have another group of doctors that do another clinical study. And if it's proven to be accurate, then you know that this is actually pure science. And we have 55 peer-reviewed studies. That is absolutely unheard of in the world of supplements. So we're really, really proud of that. And we're really grateful to Dr. Herbert Nagasawa for dedicating his entire life to this. And it's patented, so we have the world patent for this. And it's the most advanced glutathione technology known in the world today. So anyway, it's exclusive to Max International. It's really exciting because it has a health benefit like no other. And it also there's another component that you can actually take this on as a business and promote this around the world. And you've got the world rights to it. So very exciting.
So just to add on what Jasmine said, RiboCeine can be found in Max International's breakthrough products. Max products are halal certified, and they are also approved by the required authorities in any country where Max is officially open. All of our products are certified by the Banned Substance Control Group to have no banned substances. So that means they are safe for athletes and all of us to use. When people go on our products, they love our products. And when they try them, they definitely come back for more.
Absolutely. So this was our initial product that's just the RiboCeine. So MaxOne that you see there is 100% RiboCeine. And every single person on the planet can take this. There's no contraindications to it because ribose, that sugar that Allison was speaking about, we're born with. Cysteine we have in our body as well. We just don't have enough of it. But there isn't any contraindications for anybody to take this MaxOne product. It raises glutathione within our cells. And that's what I was talking about earlier. It's not just a 3% increase, it's a 300 to 500% increase within the cells. So I tell people when you take RiboCeine, it's like little Lego pieces that go in the cell. And then all of a sudden these Lego pieces start producing glutathione. And these are the things that it helps with, as it says, their detoxification, more energy, stamina and strength, reducing stress, mental focus, and clear sleep. Oh my gosh, I had insomnia for 32 years. I don't anymore since I've been taking these products. Skin health, it slows down aging and we all look radiant. And I went to a conference, the first time that I went to a conference for Max, and I met so many people. There are hundreds of people that they're talking about their grandchildren. I'm like, you can't possibly be a grandparent. So that's how it just ends up that you are slowing down the aging process and everybody just looks amazing as they age. So anyway, go ahead and we'll just move forward.
Thank you, Jasmine. Another one of our products is called Cellgevity. This is our flagship product. It's our most advanced formula. It contains RiboCeine and 12 supporting ingredients to raise glutathione within the cells. How this works is you take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 in the evening. Most healthy people will notice better energy, better mental focus, better sleep, and reduced aches and pains. For someone with a health challenge, sometimes the results can be life-changing. So if you are healthy and want to remain healthy, take Cellgevity. If you are aging and want to stay youthful, take Cellgevity. If you've had health challenges and you're recovering, take Cellgevity.
Absolutely, you said it. And so we have a scientific advisory team, and this group of individuals are experts in the areas that they've studied. And we've got doctors and medical support, nutritionists, and people that work with longevity. So we're actually we're so blessed because we have people that are exceptional in their field and they're looking at our product and they're looking at that compound called RiboCeine and they're absolutely blown away. So we're getting people that do world research that see that we have something that's very unique. So we're just very, very fortunate for the amount of expertise and scientific backing that we have with our products.
All right. So one of our new products that have recently come out is called GLP-1. This is a great product because it supports the GLP-1 levels in the body naturally. It encourages healthy weight management and metabolism. And what's really great about this is it's non-prescriptions, it's stimulant-free, and it's safe for long-term use. In terms of the weight management support, all you need to do is just take one capsule a day. And what's also really great about this product, it works well with all the other Mark's products that we have.
Yeah, this is exciting. Everybody's wanting to lose weight. And so with this Max GLP-1, the advantage is that we have it, that it's patented, and we also have clinically proven ingredients. The ingredients that you see in here, the sorghum, it's an antioxidant and it helps with muscle recovery. We have the arenamin, and this is a natural GLP booster. There's other products out there, and people know in the pharmaceutical world that there are injections that people are taking, but they are now finding out that there's a lot of side effects. So this is actually all healthy. The ingredients are healthy. The next one, chromium picolate, what that does is that it actually reduces the hunger craving. So you're not wanting to eat. It actually suppresses your appetite. And so it reduces these hunger cravings and actually reduces fat. And then we have Posibilo, and that helps with the preservation in our gut lining, because everything is so important that it's actually absorbed into from our stomach into our bloodstream and into our cells. So really exciting, because they've taken all the good components of GLP-1, and we've got that in our product in the Max GLP-1. So anyway, we're really excited to be in this health and wellness and weight loss area.
I've been on the GLP-1 for at least 6 months, and I've just started taking the patch. The patch is just another way to supplement the benefits of GLP-1. All you do is you take one patch, you can put it on your arm or your hip, and people notice a lot more energy throughout the day. It's science-based, and it's just that additional added support for the GLP-1 weight loss management system.
Beautiful. And so now we have the new approach to marketing. So what we're doing is we're moving from selling a product to selling a wellness journey. So when you have the Max GLP-1 and you're taking the supplement and you're using the patch, which is now, as you were saying, you're already started using it, people are noticing, and it's not just that you notice yourself that you're losing the weight and you've lost the cravings, but all of a sudden, if you haven't seen somebody for a few weeks or a month, and I had a girlfriend that just walked into my home tonight. I have a house guest today, and the first thing she said to me, she's like, "Oh my gosh, Jasmine," she goes, you've lost weight." She goes, "Your waist is smaller, your tummy's flatter." And it's like, "Oh, cool, thanks." It's really nice when you hear the feedback, but it's working, and these two products complement each other beautifully. So they make it easy. So go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So, with being with Max, we've heard thousands of testimonies with Max products, and it's always great to hear one more. So, we've got a couple longtime standing members with Max with really good testimonies to hear. So, at this time, I would like to invite Tammy Sellers.
Hey, ladies, always great to see you. And yeah, we've all been on the products for such a long time. And I love the fact that anytime anybody comes up to us, they never believe our ages, right?
True.
So anyways, I guess I'm going to talk about the Cellgevity. I mean, Chris and I, as a couple, we've been on these products for how many years, Chris? 18 years?
At least.
At least 18 years. And every time they launch something new, we had to try it and get that experience. And every single product that the company rolled out gets results. And that's what I love about it. There's products in the market that you try it and you just don't feel it, or you try these products and you just feel it. You just feel better. I'm 62 years old, and I feel 30. Chris and I work out all the time, and we train these videos with probably 30-year-olds.
I think they're between 25 and 30.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah,
were even
you are.
younger. And we're just keeping up and doing our thing and getting stronger and stronger. And I love it because I believe that because we've been on these products for such a long time, that's the reason things are just so easy for us. And yeah, it's all about being strong. It's all about going into aging gracefully and just having that energy is everything. So, and being stronger, having that muscle tone, which is really important. Also going into aging. So I love all the products. Cellgevity, we take it first thing in the morning. We take a product called Max ATP, which we haven't even talked about. Another phenomenal product. And yeah, we have our patch on. We take the Max GLP-1 as well. And yeah, you feel lighter in the abdominal area, and yeah, you just feel better.
I completely agree, Tammy. You know, Tammy, I think it's the very first time that my wife and I are doing a testimonial together. It's really interesting. And the fact here, folks, is I'm going to steal the line of a wonderful friend of mine by the name of Dr. John Kendall, who said, I'm preparing for the greatest battle of my life, which is my 70s, 80s, and 90s, and centenarian. 100. Centenarian. Try to get a French to say that. It doesn't work. At the end of the day, what's happening is as we aging, what's happening, organs are changing and free radicals are kicking in, and the body is it's kind of losing it's a little bit of its appeal, right? As we age. And in fact, and that's what Tammy and I are working really hard at. And I really credit this to our supplements. The glutathione supplements that you heard Jasmine and Allison talking about today are so important. Tammy and I have been on these for at least 18 years.
Oh, yeah.
And prior to Max International, there was another powder format of glutathione supplement. It was not as powerful, but we started. So we've been doing this for a long, long time. And the fact here is I want to keep training the way we're training with the 40 pounds and the 25 pounds, depending on what we do, when I'm in my 80s. I'm not kidding. And that is really important. And in the same time, Tammy and I want to keep her sex appeal, right? We don't want to crunch like the hunchback and, and it's just really unfortunate today because Jasmine and Allison, you guys talked about it, is the free radicals that are in our food and the pesticides and GMO food. I mean, it's unbelievable how North Americans were infested, stuff that are illegal in Europe. It's a free for all here. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I guess it has to do with money, but maybe I should leave the politics aside. The bottom line is our bodies are unfortunately a victim of all of this. So supplementing today is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And I truly, truly believe that Max International has what people need to be able to maintain their youth and to be able to age gracefully. And that's why we're on it. And I feel absolutely fantastic. My waist is doing great. I mean, of course, we can always improve in some areas. Just eat a little bit less chips and things like that, right? So this is called discipline. But at the end of the day, I feel strong. I feel good. I sleep well. I wake up well. From time to time, a little bit tired because we're training with 20 and 30-year-olds. But at the end of the day, I am so grateful for what we have. So if you happen to be catching on to this video here, and you have no idea what we're talking about, get back with the person that introduced you to this video, or simply dig into or leave a message or a comment and letting us know that you would want more information. Because folks, what we have here, it's really important. And I truly, truly believe that people will live a much better quality of life in the long term by being on these products. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share tonight. And thank you so much for the presentation tonight, ladies.
And thank you so much for joining us, Chris and Tammy. And Allison, it was great to present with you. And like Chris said, if this is the first time that you've heard about this, do your due diligence, do your homework. It'll be the best decision you've made in your life. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And let's dance on that dance floor when we're centenarians, Chris.
I love it. I love it.
Sure.
Sounds
okay,
great.
bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.